AITA for the way I handled the family dinner? For starters, I have a terrible relationship with everyone in my family, except for my mother, who is the only one who I ever had contact with. So when my mother passed away 2 weeks ago, it was like a hit in the gut for me because of two reasons. One, she was the only one in my family who ever treated me with respect. And I felt bad for not realizing something was wrong sooner. And two, because one of my relatives basically stole my mother's phone for horrible reasons, at first to tell me since I've blocked all of my extended family. And because it's my mother's funeral, and she's the only one in my family who I love, of course I had to go, even if I hated my extended family. And I was already annoyed before the dinner because of how my family was loudly nagging me and my husband for news, aka gossip, and being disruptive and rude, instead of just letting us mourn my mother in peace during the wake. For context, one of the things that I know is a horrible tradition is to force the richest person in the family pay for the bill, which of course was me and my husband. So when we were having dinner, I was already annoyed that my family insisted on ordering the most expensive items on the menu because me and my rich husband can pay for it. Since money is no issue for us, but what pissed me off is how my cousin's children were treating me, which was that their children would snatch any dish ordered for me and my husband and gobble down our meal while giving me those shit-eating grin, while their parents laughed at how spunky their children were being. And when me and my husband tried to tell them off for being rude, we were told not to yell at their children because we were not their parents. And then when we tried to tell their parents off for not teaching their children to behave better, they told us off by telling us that we were being too sensitive, along with comments that they expected childless couples like us to as selfish as we are. And this is where I am the A. Because after being hangry for too long, I snapped and asked my husband to grab a trash can so that I can basically dump all of the expensive food down the trash, including the children's dishes as well. And I was yelling at them by saying that if we can't eat, then no one can. And my husband was all too happy to help me. And then I continued to snap at them by stating that me and my husband were not paying for the dinner. And someone else can, since money is no issue for them when they were trying to get me to pay the dinner bill as punishment for ruining the dinner and making the children cry. While also arguing back with my family stating that they were just being too sensitive when they were calling me unreasonable. Now, I feel like I'm the for stooping down to their level, but my dear loving husband disagrees. So we've made an agreement to post on here to be judged by the masses. So AITA, or is my husband right?